Personally, the hardest part of being a woman is understanding my emotions, understanding my intuition, because intuition can be good and bad. And as a woman, you have to be able to decipher which is good and which is bad, how to make a decision when you are really feeling indecisive. This is the hardest part of being a woman, by far, in my opinion. How the heck am I supposed to navigate my feelings every day? I wake up, I feel different almost every day. Not entirely, but my physical, my mental. I think differently of myself. I think differently of my surroundings, my motivations, my desires, my temptations. Everything is different almost every day as a woman. How do you navigate that? How do you navigate that? Honestly, I feel like embracing it, embracing the indecisiveness, embracing the fact that you don't know, because that's what also creates these masculine women. It's because they think they know, they tell themselves they know, or they tell everyone else around them they know the answer, they know why. No, you don't know why. It's okay to not know. What's not okay is pretending you know, pretending you have the answers, waking up every day faking this synthetic feeling. If you're a woman and you're not feeling it today, embrace it. You don't have to let it get you down, but embrace it. Because if you fake it, you're just gonna create a compound effect of insecurities in yourself, because you're not being honest. You're not being honest with how you truly feel. And waking up every morning as a woman, one of the first things we have to do is navigate how we feel, navigate our cycle, what day we are on our cycle. That is truly how we live our lives every day. I swear, that is how we live. And it's hard. It's hard mainly because men are pretty simple. If you are around men and men are able to be decisive, as a woman, that can get to you. You can question yourself. If there's a man in your life who is very decisive, that can make you feel questionable. But it's okay. It's okay to question yourself when a man next to you is decisive, because I believe that is true femininity, that is true masculinity. You're not supposed to know all your answers. Quite honestly, I feel like 1 week out of the month is when women have all the answers. That's truly what I believe, honestly. Because, that's what I'm convinced for myself. As a woman, as an adult woman who has her cycle, a regular cycle, I am healthy. I believe it's 1 week out of the month where I am literally so consistent. I am popping off. I am giving answers. I am able to be true to my decisions. All the other weeks are challenging. It's like your emotions are working against you as soon as you wake up, and you have to remind yourself your values, your worth, what you truly feel, what you truly want as a woman, because that's why it's hard to be consistent as a woman. It's hard to wake up and do the same thing every day, because we're not simple in the slightest. We wake up and we have things to question. We question how we feel, what we look like, and it's our cycle. Our cycle makes it difficult because we have to live every day according to our cycle. Because every day we're getting closer and closer to the period. And the hardest part is really just being decisive, being consistent. Having a man in your life, in my opinion, helps. It helps a woman so much that you don't even realize. You don't even realize how much a decisive man in your life really helps and inspires you. It influences you. If you are alone as a woman, I feel for you. I truly feel for you, because you are going through these emotions all by yourself. You are trying to be consistent, trying to be decisive, all by yourself. Because if you're around other women, we can all help each other, but we're all on different phases of our cycles. We're all feeling differently. So how can you truly get that decisive as a woman? The cheat code is having a trusting man in your life. Trusting man. A trusting man you can go to when you are questioning yourself. Because you have 1 week. You have 1 week to be consistent. And girl, you better be consistent that week. Because the next couple weeks are going to get shittier and shittier. And that's when you need a man to help. You don't need a man to make these decisions for you. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying a man helps a woman understand her values and her goals. If you're able to express your goals to someone else, they can snap you right back into your goals. They can snap you back into that headspace, that mental, that's what it takes. Because as a woman, we could be so in our heads that we will just stop. We will stop everything and we will do nothing because we are so in our heads. That is what being a woman is. You cannot argue with me. I wake up every day and I do not feel the same way every day. If you wake up the same way every day as a woman, you can't. You don't. That is just how hormones work. And the hardest part is navigating that as soon as you wake up. And for a woman who has big dreams, a woman who has ambition, sheesh, that is hard. That is so difficult. I applaud any woman who is successful, who is able to be consistent and decisive. But guess what? I bet she had a man in her corner. I bet she had a decisive man in her corner. It didn't even have to be her boyfriend or husband. It could be her dad. It could be her friend. It could be any man in your life that is decisive will help you when you are feeling indecisive, when you are questioning yourself. That is true masculinity and femininity, because you're able to be vulnerable to your emotions. Women, stop hiding from it. Stop hiding from this insecurity or this feeling of questioning or this indecisive. Embrace it. Embrace it and then communicate it. And let that inspiration, that influence come back to you, because that's the power of a man. A man can set the tone. It can set you straight, And as a woman, that's attractive. As a woman, that's what you want in a man. You don't want a man that doesn't want anything to do with you or doesn't want to help you in any way. You want a man that can get you right back on the same track, get you back on the track. You might not feel you're 100%, but you're still able to show up. You're still able to embrace this feeling in yourself without dwelling in it and getting in your own head, because that is probably most likely going to happen. If you don't talk about it, if you don't have a man in your corner, if you are alone, you will get in your head far more often than a woman who has a man in her corner. And yeah, that is the hardest part of being a woman, truly, in my opinion. I don't think, yes, having a child, I'm kind of scared of having children. I'm scared of just the idea, but we're made to bear children. We're made for that. But everything else is fine to me. But navigating my emotions, my hormones, forget about it. I can't. It's hard. It is so difficult. And the more you grow into your womanhood, your body changes too. Your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, your body changes as a woman so much. It's insane. That's part of the reason why we need men. Stop saying you don't need a man, because how are you able to be consistent and decisive if you have periods? Come on, girl, be honest. Be honest with yourself. You can't do it all alone. You have 1 week. 1 week that you can do it all on your own. 1 week, that's it. Maybe a couple days after. But I'm telling you, you're going to wake up one day and be like, fuck this shit. I don't want to do it anymore. And that's when you need to embrace that feeling, get over it, understand it. Because as a woman, it's beautiful to have feelings. It's beautiful. Our intuition tells us so many things, good, bad, right, wrong. Our intuition is our truth. So how you feel about yourself when you wake up, that is your truth. That is who you are. That is what you feel. Why are you going to fake it? Why are you going to tell yourself you don't feel this way? No, you do feel this way. And as a woman, that is the hardest part, is truly embracing that vulnerability in yourself. It's hard. It's really hard because it makes you feel weak sometimes. It makes you feel low. or like immature sometimes, innocent, naive. But that is what femininity is. Femininity is not knowing everything. Femininity is not trying to know everything. The only thing you really should know is yourself. As a woman, also as a human being, everyone should understand themselves. But as a woman, you need to understand how you feel every day, why you feel this way. You need to be in tune with your cycle, in tune with how you feel in yourself. That is the hardest part. The hardest part. And yeah, that's it today. Thank you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.